I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up.
We came here to play basketball just like you guys.
You know what I'm thinking? 'Cause I have a guess.
Oh, a bunny. You know, the last known case of a bunny attack was, well, never.
What kind of stupid questions is that? Still a deep. What else am I going to be? An aardvark?
Welcome, 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 Animation Club School. I'm very happy to see everyone, and we are back with part 2. I already see some cute messages in the chat. Welcome. Happy to see some friendly faces in here. For those who are new here, I'm Kata. I'm your favorite and only host of Animation Club School's workshops. And our school has not only amazing courses from seasoned professionals, but we also like to share animation open for everyone who likes to learn. And that's why we host these workshops here on YouTube, open for everyone. On these workshops, we try to discuss a variety of topics that can help you improve your animation skills, whether it could be perspective, design, acting. We usually try to be as useful as possible to you and what you want to learn. And today we'll actually return to a topic that has been submitted by you on how to animate fabric. So how fabrics would react to the movement around them and how we can show the difference in those physical movements. Last time we had a live demonstration from our traditional animation mentor who worked on such phenomenal projects as Scavenger's Reign and Primal, Edward Kurchevsky. This workshop though, we're continuing our same topic, but this time we'll look at your submissions because on workshops like these, we try to give you not only theory, but actually give you a place where you can use that knowledge and insights and put it into practice. So Edward, would you like to introduce yourself to people who are meeting you for the first time?
Hello, everyone. My name is Edward. I'm a 2D animator, director, and for already 7 years teacher here in Animation Club School. And today I'm pleased to give feedback for you, and basically you will see the process how we have a feedback sessions every week with our classes. So yeah, we can begin, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But before we actually jump into the fun part of the stream, I actually have a couple of announcements I'd like to give out. First of all, as you've probably noticed, we have a chat where you not only can leave your compliments and greetings, but also you can ask your questions. There are several rules to asking them. They have to be on topic, they have to be mindful, demure, you might say, and they have to have a word question in all caps before you actually type out the question, because I have a lot of stuff going on my screen and I'll appreciate it very much. You'll do me a favor by doing that. And of course, if you want to continue learning to animate and you like the energy we have here and want to learn more, then you can always hop into the description down below to go to our October courses. You can start by clicking the link below. It's perfect for starting animators and also seasoned people who have been working for a while and want to improve their craft, because the key ingredient is personal feedback. And it's always attuned to your strengths and weaknesses, so you'll know how to build on top of what you have to reach your fullest potential. Some of our graduates have been a part of Cartoon Saloon, Sun Creature, CalArts, CalArts, and many, many more. So you don't have to wait. You can sign up now while there are still available places, and start your animation journey today. The link is in the description, so you can always check it out over there. I'm done with all of the announcements. I think we can jump into the actual part of the workshop.
Yeah. And
Disclaimer's over.
yes, and again, thank you everyone who sent us your work, and if you can also please write in the chat where are you from. It's just gonna be interesting to see how animation is global and unite people from around the world. Let's
That's true.
begin. All right, so today we have only but the 5 animators who sent the work, and let's begin. This is very cute, very cool.
Adorable.
Yeah. This is very nice. Let's check second one right away. Oh wow. Very good.
Amazing. So while we're looking at the works, I'll tell a little bit more what the theme of the challenge was. We have a little character. His name is Rabbit, and we wanted to have a submission from you with him being dressed up in all kinds of clothes, and then putting a little bit like a gust of wind to see how the clothes would react to the wind and move, and see if we can make differences in their movements and their textures to kind of show that they're made of different materials, and how we actually can focus on that and give it variety.
Yes, that's right. And I like it a lot. I already have some comments that could make it a little bit better. But again, this is very, very solid work. I see right away that you have a very good drawing skills. I would say you have your line is very vivid, it's very light. And yeah, it's pleased to look at it. Maybe just in terms of yeah, because it's a black for some reason in below. Just make some comment that it's better to always have some free space, but I think you had here, yeah. Now it's better, because when it was black, it feels that the character stays on the edge of the frame, and it's not very, very beautiful. Well, so here, for example, yeah. So again, very nice movement, but so basically you move this fabric and this fur together, it may like you make it that you make it feels that they're moving. I mean, if they would, for example, attached somewhere in the air, and if they like wouldn't have any the body inside that blocks some wind and etc., they can work, they can move together like that. But here we have a body, and the body has a volume, and the body basically stop the wind and basically protect the fur from getting too much wind. For example, here, yeah, basically this line, these lines basically moved exactly the same as this. So basically, I would say that the fur will not move as much as lower clothes. First of all, this is lighter, much lighter. And this, the whole volume, I would say, it feels heavier, right? Except, of course, except these tips, but also, I wouldn't separate them. So, I would say, even no, not even so like repetitive, basically. You have here in the beginning it's cool, but then boom, you basically have a fence almost, basically. But so I would, yeah, and also it goes back exactly the same, all like always together, going down the same together. Also, they could go also with the desynchronization. Some of them can still will be up, and some of them will be going down, for example. So again, first of all, correct the dress, the cape, I would say. So it's gonna be, for example, gonna be blocked. So basically here, the fur, the weight of the fur press the cape. So it's not gonna erase that much because fur blocks the cape right here because of the volume. Second, again, they will go down with the desynchronization. Some parts still will go up, some part will go down. So it doesn't have to be together. Next, these things, again, we have a volume here like that. And this, let's say furry balls, they just go basically with the clothes, but they should be actually be blocked but by the body. So they will move, but not that much. Not that much, slower. Yeah, not that much. They're gonna be maximum somewhere here, but somewhere here, maximum, I would say. All right, and next thing, it's this one. I don't understand what it is. If it's a part of a cape, it means that it should go around the neck, right? And it should lay down on top of the shoulders. Same here, right? And kind of go here. So basically, this is maybe this is a hood. So basically, you see the volume, and there's like a hole, let's say. But I draw it on top of the body, right? It's lay on the shoulders. What you did is just that. I don't feel how it interacts with the surface, with the body. All right, so I think, yeah, and also this part, this yeah, well, like the thing that's where the further balls hang, right? It just goes up and down, just up and down. It's a little bit weird. Why? I mean, you probably wanted to make it like the hood was dragged behind, but again, this is like so attached. This is not a lot of space because the head also block the wind, etc. And also you have a furry cape as well on top of the other, I mean, clothes. So this is also very blocked, so it's not gonna go much further. So it feels very blocked. That's why I wouldn't do that. Okay, so for now, that's it. Again, everything else just excellent. I wanted to explain a little bit of how to say logic of the movement of these parts of the I don't know, cape or trench. I don't know. And yeah, I hope it was useful. Let's go to the next one.
Will you save
Uh,
the TV Paint files so we can
yes.
send them out to the people as a little
Yes.
reward so you can actually reference it and improve the animation later when you have more time?
So
So
basically
yeah.
here. When the wind pass through the cape, this part feels too like rigid, too same, together. I would say that this would go maybe like that, for example. That some part will go faster, some part will go later, slower, right? And you just like it's piece of something like strong, like hard, that goes like lift in the air. And also when it's gonna fall down, you see, it feels like a iron or something else, like super hard. And when it goes down, again, make first this curve. It's gonna help you a lot to understand, to make some cool shape. For example, wait, it's gonna be later. Yes, like that. For example, boom, and we don't see it. We see only this, and maybe that. So it stay longer. We're gonna have a bigger overlap. And of course, you have to remember about the volume, that it goes here and it should go to other side, but I'm just being fast in yeah to explain. All right, so this is the first thing. Next, okay, if the wind goes through, I think it's not gonna it will make it like squashed, right? Going like around. But first of all, it's gonna push it behind. So I agree that it's gonna be more wider, but it's also gonna go behind first. First of all, this I'm talking about this one because you're making wider from both sides. It feels like it's not being pushed behind like here, right? It feels like just some air comes and it just goes here. But fabric also should go behind because it was pushed by the wind. Okay, let's go. And also this one. Okay, let's think what it is. I think it's a tip of a cape, right? And this tip of a cape is actually like leftover of the fabric that was used on the hood, right? I mean, it's tip of a hood. But this, you're doing it like it's something like and it was like specifically attached and also very light. And but look, this is actually behind the head, and if the wind goes, the head blocks the wind from being affected by it, right? So I'm not sure if it's gonna go that up high. Second, this is like if it's like leftover of the hood, it means that it has a lot of fabric that may make folds and just lay down here. It's not something thin like for example fabric here close to the face. It's something that's kind of basically was stock behind the head. So that's why it's not super easy to lift. And that's why I'm not sure that it's gonna be lifted like ever. It will be little bit pushed, a little bit moved, like overlap action, but not lift at all. So because this kind of small things takes out the how to say believability
Yeah.
of the scene, of the action. If yeah, because if we try animation, it's not about the movement. It's not about just moving from point A to B. It's about making people believe in what they see, right? They want to feel. Basically, it's like a cinema, but other media, right? It's like a live action film. And imagine that if you're trying to if you're filming like live action and you're trying to be realistic, but something like you feel that it's fake, right? It's you immediately detached from the movie, and you feel that if it's not made by purpose, like okay, we playing like
Yeah.
fake decorations, etc. Everything is fake, but because it's like it was a concept of the film, of the movie. But if it's not like here, I wouldn't do that. All right, let's save
Mhm.
it.
So basically, anything weird goes. You just need to give it a purpose.
Exactly, everything should be with purpose. I mean, you can do something without a purpose if it works, and if it's like makes your animation better for some reason, you should keep it. But if it's not, no. All right, at the same, okay, here. This is kind of like a doctor or
Ooh,
or,
like a lab coat.
or yeah, exactly. So I mean, it's not doctor because this is super like like fancy like club something. Yeah. Well, I don't understand what that is. Is balls like uh,
I
purple?
think there's like maybe buttons on the front. Maybe it's like closing in on the
Maybe,
side.
yeah. Okay. So again, this it's a folded fabric, and here it feels much more, rigid, much more hard. So it's not gonna, fly like that. It feels like again, it's something super cheap and, because if it's like if it's kind of, um, what is could be, like a not a coat, how it would called this type of dress. It's a dress, kinda.
Mm, it's like
I don't know.
a coat, a trench, maybe like a trench
Trench.
coat.
Okay, let's say if it's a trench or trench coat, I'm not sure that this is gonna be that thin and like slicky
Mm.
fabric. So and also this is like you basically how to say rotate together. So this is also like repetitive. I mean not real, and I would say don't do that. And about this, again, it feels like it's cutted. It's like two different pieces of fabric. If you want to make it because you're doing this, if you want that it's gonna be look like it's one piece, it should be, you
Maybe
see.
it separates on the tail. That's why they decided to go for the two pieces because they have a little button on the
Okay,
back.
okay.
So I'm
If it
just
separates on the tail, it should be animated differently. It should be animated like it should be shown in a silhouette. For example, this this one can go here, like one piece, and another one can go somewhere there and also be like that. You see? Wind should how to say reveal the design of it. Otherwise, it feels that it's like again, I was confused. I didn't know how is it attached? Is it one piece or two pieces? Because the wind not showing it, and you're not showing it in animation, right? So you can do that, or you can make, for example, like here, but it's gonna be completely understandable that this is like two pieces. It's separate, and we see the two corners. So basically that. So this is important. And again, please play more with sides, yeah, with the curves and how to say that the wind push it and turns, etc. Because now it's a little bit like that, like that's it, yeah. Play with like make it more interesting, very like unique and how to say 360
Very,
degrees, like yeah,
yeah.
like 3D dimensional, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, very. Okay, I think that's it. Let's move on. I hope everything was clear.
Kudos again.
If you are here, please let us know. What do you
Yeah,
think?
because I have the miniature of the screen, so I can't see the exact name who sent it, but my spiritual, kudos to you. It was still hard to complete. It was three animations this time instead of last time where we had
It's
like
true.
one
It's true.
bigger one, and
So
you had to do a lot of more like creative, diverse tasks. So
yeah,
still
we
very
have
grateful you managed to.
5 heroes here, who managed to make this assignment. Okay,
Exactly.
so here, it's cool. It's very funny with this kind of, yeah, and also like you see, I see you and the ambition here because you put the character in uh, 3/4 and etc. I mean in different pose, so this is cool.
Mhm.
If I'm being picky about the pose, first of all, the thumb will be probably from this side. It's how it's usually we have a fist. I'm sorry. Yeah. So this is then also the shoes, they have different sizes. I would unify it a little bit, so make it a little bit bigger from behind. The same with this knees protection. For some reason this is higher. I don't know why. Because if perspective goes there, if it goes behind, it should be higher. Look, this is behind, and this is here. It should be your knee, right? Kinda in perspective. So this is, I don't know. Basically, in my eyeballs, I would do this. Some kind of this knees. See, in perspective, it's gonna work better. All right. Long story short, let's talk about the wind. Also, amazing job, really.
Had to note. And the second one animation, because I've seen these are actually shared on the Discord server first. So I got to actually see a
Mhm.
sneak peek.
Yeah, I like a lot animation of the ears and the hair. Sometimes the arcs are a little bit the same, little bit like it goes, and also, for example, yeah, it stops. Yeah, maybe it stops very like in one point. Maybe you could do or like overshoot or slow motion, like slowing down a little bit more, because now it's stopped a little bit sometimes. For example, here after the first strong wind, it's this thing goes back exactly the same path with exactly the same way, and it makes it a little bit like weird. Yeah, you could do it maybe longer as well, because it was quite strong wind that passed, so you could keep it a little bit longer and then can go, because now it looks that you were trying to fit to go back in this amount of time. Uh, so it wouldn't hurt if this curvy hair would stay a little bit longer, higher. Okay, here in this moment you have you have a cloak from both sides only once, kind of raise that kind of makes a little bit like popping, because everywhere it feels very smooth, but here, I think this, yeah, from left and right, this feels a little bit too much together. I mean, you could for example, put it lower. I mean, return, go back a little bit desynchronization. So maybe this one could go back a little bit later, one drawing later, for example, because now it went up together and it went down together. Also, in terms of drawing, you have three the same basically, points, right? I mean, tip corners of the fur, three together, and this also looks like a saw, right? Almost like to cut the wood. So basically, also I would change a little bit this like repetitiveness. Again, I'm being picky. I'm just making notes because everything else is cool. Just these things could a little bit but improve your animation.
But that's
Okay,
what
so
feedback is about, just to
yeah,
build a little bit more what all you already have, because there's a lot of work that's been done.
yeah. So basically, little bit the same thing I feel in this lower part of the cape, that you pushed the cape, the cloak, and then you just go back with the same time with little bit. I think I missed the overlap, overshoot. For example, the wind. You see, the wind pushed, and then it just went back the same way. I mean that if we have a wind, we have a cloak here, and it was pushed forward here, I wouldn't go back that way exactly to put like again this drawing to go back. No, I would make actually a different arc to not to avoid going like on railways. I will just go there and maybe make some, yeah, you see, make a curve like a curvy basically arc, and maybe make it flatter because it will go back, and the wind how to say how to say
Deforms.
unrotate, yeah, the unrotate, I mean rotate the corner, the side a little bit outside, and then you can go a little bit like out to have for example overshoot, like your fabric will go beyond the first drawing, and then it's gonna go back, and it's gonna make very nice, very elegant and realistic and desynchronized and amazing and beautiful animation. Yeah, you see, just little bit of love, just to make it a little bit different, do not make it the same way. All right. Yeah, I feel not always. For example, here, yeah, here you did better. Look about this one, about this corner. You did nice. You see, you move a little bit, you rotate a little bit, but then you just went down super straight, almost like, and very fast. You could make it like longer. You could keep it a little bit longer there. Okay, except that I have nothing to add. This is very cool, very interesting, and cute. Let's check another one. Okay, we have a knight and we have a wizard. So basically about the cape, I have the same feedback as I did before. So basically it feels like it's a piece of, how to say, like aluminum plate,
Yeah.
right? It's together, right? It moves together. It doesn't look like a fabric because it cannot get curved. I mean, I'm talking about the lowest part. You have to do this. You have to make it curved, like I'm talking about the lower part, right? About this. So yeah, here and this look about you have to also think about silhouette. You basically attached your cape with the hat, and basically the cape it disappeared. And the head, the whole silhouette. For example, if you will put it in black, everything like make a silhouette, this is gonna be unclear. It looks like he has a huge head now. Where's the cape? I have no idea. You have to always think about the silhouette in every drawing that you do. And sometimes people say, no, but it's passing through position, so it's not important. It can be, something like less cool. No, I mean, maybe, but it would be better if you would have every drawing beautiful. And again, the head, I think it should be much more strong, like hard material, and you will make with this better contrast between the cape and the hat. Because imagine like this looks like a hat of Gandalf, for example, and I don't remember that Gandalf's hat was like kind of like like going like around like so I think it was very hard, very solid. It could go a little bit like look, for example, like this, like yeah, but not like this. I don't think so. It is too you did it only once, but it still looks like too much. For example, here also your cape and the head moving like this. So yeah, I, I think you could calm it down. And also this, the tip of the head looks very sharp. Again, I think this is like, hard and thick material. And this thing will be a little bit more, roundish. It's not blade or something super sharp, because it looks like you can cut something with this tip. Again, yeah, and if you have this strong movement of the head, your ears will completely also blown away. So again, I see I would say different approaches here, and this doesn't match together. And yeah. And also, again, the cape is blocked by the body. It will be a little bit less again moving, because it's hidden. It's hidden by behind the body, behind the clothes, behind the dress. So it will move, but actually it's also and it's also very long. So it's super long that it's laying down on the ground. So it means it's even more difficult to raise it, to lift it up, to lift it, because if it's so long, it means it's heavy. Otherwise, he has like super thin, like elvish, silk, maybe, but I'm not sure. He looks like a dungeon crawler.
Well, there's always
So
a chance he's a fancy mage.
of course, of
Likes the
course.
silks.
Yeah, sure. Like pajama. All right. Good job. Good job.
But overall, yeah, amazing job.
Overall, yes, yes. All right. Let's move on. It was Lily, I guess. Yes. And the first
Yes,
one
we did Lillian.
was Ayat, I guess. Sorry if I pronounce it not correctly. Now we're going to Luke.
We have to
Okay.
excuse us.
Okay, we have also a developed model sheet.
Oh,
Andre
someone
would
someone
be,
went the extra mile.
yeah. Andre would be um very pleased to see.
No.
Okay. So let's begin from the right one, because the wind comes from the right. So yes, you didn't move the hood unfortunately, but because it should be attached to the pool. But okay, it's fine. Let's concentrate on the sleeves. First of all, these two sleeves looks like they was no kind of. I mean, I mean they moving to me together too much. Basically, like like synchronized. And also if the wind comes from the right, so maybe this one would be move would be affected a little bit more than this one. This will be more calm, right? But a lot of things also with this how to say this how to say these
The
things, I
laces?
don't know. Yeah, laces, yes, thank you. So laces also moves like together, like yeah, so it feels too synchronized. And Yeah, and the movement is just repetitive. Like it just moving like together at the same time and the same way. So maybe last wind will be smoother, I mean lighter, for example, to make it like a big one and then small one, maybe just to make it a little bit different. Okay, so second one, again, I think the Robin Hood hat, for example, will be especially here in the bottom will be much harder because it's attached to the head and it's folded, and it's gonna not gonna be affected that much because it basically was holded by the head. I mean the head how to say it's touched this angle of the head. Maybe the higher one, highest like higher corner, higher side will move a little bit. But this feels very, again, how you drew it, very strong, like hard, because you did it very like together, like roundish. So it feels very strong, hard build. But of course, the feather can go and be very light. But I don't think so that the feather will go in the direction where the wind came from. Actually, the weather should go that way to the left, of course, and I would say it should rotate. It should rotate that way, I would say. Okay, not backward because it feels that it's going to the direction, the source of the wind. And also would be very nice if you would detach some feather how's the strips, right? What's the name of
Oh, like little pieces?
yeah, the pieces, yeah, to make it that the wind pass through them, right? And it just like and
Mm.
they will be attached in the end, right? So it's a small thing that will make it a little bit more interesting, because now even in this here, it feels like
Mhm.
this is not a feather, it's like another part of fabric that was built and that was designed to look like feather. It feels like it's another part with the same material as the hat, just it looked like wind and it looked like feather, and that's it. If it would be a feather, it will be like I said, the parts will be detached a little bit. Okay, and the last one, again, this is very interesting way. You see your lower part goes to the direction where the wind came from. So basically the wind blow and push the cape, and cape is saying no, I will go in this direction anyway. So it's kind of interesting, right? So I would say like in the beginning it was perfect. Here, boom, 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 very nice. Only one thing left, miss. Again, more curvy and overlap position, for example. Some part can go behind, like over this middle, this front part. So they can hide and go how to say, to this side. But you basically did also like this very hard. It moves to the left and together comes back. Little bit, maybe it rotates. That's already good, but it goes back together. But it would be better if just like, and it could hide, it could make folds more complex, etc., and then come back. But you just keep the same like and come back. It feels very hard and blocked, and doesn't feel like the wind passed through it in the end, because it would make very nice overlap in action. But in the beginning, it's nice. Here, when the wind push it, it's super cool. But in the end, when it goes back, I miss a little bit of it. Okay, and the upper part. Again, this color is again very hard material. Usually, colors, because they also folded, they keep the volume and the position first. I mean, better. So wind will be a little bit more only moving them, but they will not just like doing that, because again, the head is very big. Here the volume, here, everything is blocked, and the wind will not move it much. All right, I think that's it here. I think I hope I explained
Yeah.
everything.
Thank you, Lupiars, for submitting it. They're actually writing in the chat to us that they're noting everything you're saying. And also, I wanted to note a little comment that I'm going to be honest, not my best work because I did it on the very last week and a little bit rushed it at the end to meet on the deadline. The most important thing is you submitted it because you
Yeah.
submitted it and you got feedback. That's what's most important. Even if it's
It's
not
true.
like the stage where you want to present it to the whole world, it's still better to have something and plus have some knowledge afterwards what you can build up if you actually want to polish it and make it look good to, use it later for whatever you want to use it.
I think I would be delighted if, for example, when I was in the beginning of my journey, I could submit for free some work to practice, and people will give me feedback. I paid for that, and now basically we're doing it for free, and I would say that this is like an amazing opportunity to do to learn something, to practice.
Exactly.
Because
To try something out.
yeah, because the practice, I mean, the theory and the information itself, probably everything is already in the internet. You can find it. You can Google maybe, or watch, I don't know, animation even, just by analyzing like Disney or anime. You can learn a lot. But the most I would say important and valuable. It's a feedback or from the people who knows how to do it, and if they and they see also some things that you miss, for example, or what maybe because they already pass this time, they already have a bigger experience, so they look back and see what could be done better, for example, and they transfer this information, this knowledge and experience to you. That's why it's valuable. And for example, when I work with like in some project and I have supervisors, I also learn a lot from them during the process. Animation, well, I mean, in any basically domain, we never stop learning, right? We always learn something new every day. So that's why keep growing together, guys.
Yeah, we can do it. And
Oh,
plus,
such a grandpa,
yeah.
such a cute.
Let's have a
Go
little
go.
intermission because we have a couple of questions, and I think it's better to answer now to wait till the very end.
Sure.
First of all, a question from Swapnil. Is the feedback only for the students? No, this
No.
feedback is for everyone who managed to submit an animation to our like specific folder. We had a link for it in the last stream we had. So sometimes I already noted in the beginning of the stream, we have workshops, and sometimes the workshops would be only about theory, showing something to you, and sometimes they would be about theory and practice. So we separate them into two different streams. One is more of like a live demonstration where you get to listen. And on the second part, maybe like after 2 or 3 weeks, we give you time to complete some kind of assignment, a challenge. It has to be within the specific rules so we can actually give adequate feedback on it. And then you just send it and review it. So everyone is eligible who basically submits on time.
Yeah.
Though I'm also pretty flexible on that part.
All right. So basically here, let's begin from the drawing, from the pose, from the pose. So basically here, this hand looks a little bit off the anatomy, because we're gonna, for example, here, usually we have the thumb here, and also this character has quite big, like fluffy, I would say, fingers, and also this one can be a little bit detached, like old painting style, like with this. Okay, so let's keep it like this way. But you see, it has volume, right? But this one, it's very hard to understand the anatomy of it. This is better, but still, the bones position of the hand a little bit out. I think it's missing because one is longer, one is shorter, and it's yeah. Also here, basically with this vest, or I don't know what is this. Basically you cut a little bit, you cut off the shoulder. It would be better if you would have this kind of approach. So you can see the volume, and you can see that it goes behind, and you see that the arm is here. It's basically attached. This is, you basically cut it like off. All right, so here, this is very nice. Just going back again, I already mentioned, I will not repeat the same thing. I will just, keep, just mention that the big going back from this position to the end. First of all, it's going together. Both sides of this clothes going together in the same rhythm, the same time. There is no discretization, there is no overlap, nothing. It just goes like boom, boom, and goes back like together. This is not good. Second, again, there is no arc in the end. So if this going back would, for example, be like that, like I'm exaggerating a little bit. So with the arc a little bit will be better, and with overshoot. So basically when you have last position, your animation still goes a little bit over and then come back to the last position. So make some kind of arc. It's called overshoot. So it would add more. I already show. Oh, yeah, it's here. Yeah. So here I had overshoot because my first position was here, but I did it a little bit more to the front. Okay. And also, if the wind goes here through the clothes, I'm not sure why the ears going behind. So this is a mystery. But anyway, it's pops back very, very sudden. It's not that fluent and smooth. All right, let's move on. We have, this was heavy. All right, this is light. Okay, this is interesting, but if it's light, it doesn't mean that it's going back fast. Actually, it's inverse. The light fabric falling longer, slower than the heavy one. So it goes faster because the wind, push it faster. It has no resistance almost, right? But falling down actually longer. And again, here I don't understand the design because this kind of three strips of fabric. Where it was, I don't understand the volume, and also you basically animate them almost together. Hopefully here you have something longer, something shorter, but yeah, because it comes from different positions of the body, right? So the fabric gets, cannot go infinitely in some direction. So this is good. but the one thing that it's almost again always goes together. Here is better because you have different rhythms. This strip, for example, stays longer a little bit. This is going faster. This is also longer. So it's nice. It has different rhythms. This is better. But the wind push it together, and as you see, it's super similar. You basically make it how to say symmetrical. Every yeah, every strip, every part of the fabric goes together. Like in the same. Here is much better. It's more desynchronized and unique. But in the end here, I see that you was trying to make overshoot, but you basically doing like something like very shaky happened here. I think you had to go a little bit more over, but with keeping the volume of it. Maybe a little bit squeezing, but still keeping. But you doing, for example, you had this volume, and then next time it just was like this, like very condensed, and then boom, you went back. So that's why it feels very like popping, yeah, in the first pass. Here, like something happened. You have to also take more time. You're not in a rush, I guess. Don't afraid, guys, to just give some time to fold the fabric, to stop it, to slow it down. Just relax. We're not rushing. And it doesn't mean that you have to draw more drawings. Well, there is a timing. You just make more frames between drawings in time. And forget about the smooth animation. It's again, actually, I prefer limited animation that works and works very nice, very, like crispy, and you see where animator puts more drawings with purpose, and where less drawings also with purpose. So it's much better when you see less drawing animation, less frames animation, but with a smart approach. Like they achieve cool animation, cool movement and speed and everything, arcs, etc., with less drawings. This is more actually like craftsmanship than just like put tons of in betweens, like make everything like smooth, like molasses smooth, like so just yeah, you use smart your time. Okay, and go here. Okay, this is interesting. Yeah, this is very nice. I like it. If the going down a little bit could be slower for 1 or 2 drawings sometimes. For example, here after wind pass somewhere here, I would add one frame, not drawing frame. It would be like 1, 2, just like slowing down. It would be very nice. But this is very cool. I like it. I mean, again, this thing could, for example, you could make it more, how to say, understandable, the volume, right? For example, and then maybe open it a little bit. But again, if you're drawing, it's like this is like 2 different pieces of fabric, it's okay. But if it's one, yeah, please play with the shape, with the volume, or with the position.
Yeah,
All
wiggle it
right.
out.
Wiggle. All right. I hope it was clear. Let's move on.
Mhm.
It was Nora.
We have Yes, thank you, Nora. She's also with us in the chat, sending hello to us. Plus, we have a couple of more questions. Actually, one which is going to be a little bit like an intermission, I'd say. Hello. I was thinking about how to learn to draw a person because when I draw them, they turn out to be very flat and disproportionate. Is there any exercises you would recommend? And is it worth starting to study anatomy?
Yes, definitely. Everything. Always it's worse than anatomy. Without an anatomy, you will not understand what you're drawing.
True.
You will just try to, you will just guess. You will guess what you're drawing, like hands, especially hands and the skull and the head. It's basically how to say, what demand your skills in anatomy. Yeah, because the skull is very complex because we have eyes, we have ears, we have nose, we have everything, and the position of the hair. I mean, the roots like hairline, and the jaw, and etc. And this is very complex. And when the head moves, you have to understand the volume, you have to understand the structure and how it moves. And not only that, in animation, you have to also see the design and put your animation anatomy skills inside the skull of designed character and keep proportions and design of the character with your knowledge from the skull in the right position. Because good animators should draw, like key animators draw character in different positions, different angles, and the character should be again in model and also appealed. Appealed, it means like beautiful, nice to look at, right? A beautiful drawing. This is so important again. And the hands. Hands is the second thing after the face, was the most important in the drawing, in the pose, and also the most one of the most difficult.
Yeah,
Basically.
with all of the joints and
Yep.
the little nuances there.
So
Well, one
again,
way,
please, yes, please study anatomy.
yeah, one way you can do that, you can actually go to the Discord server down below in the description. I already saw a couple of people join while the live stream was active. Every Sunday, we do Sunday sessions. It's basically a figure drawing session. We gather together on the Discord server. It's open for absolutely everyone. People have been asking me if it's only for students. Nope, it's absolutely for free. If you want to learn, we have a special space dedicated for you where basically we draw figure studies from specific parts of the body, like the hands or the expressions, the head, the skull, to analyzing videos and basically trying to analyze the movements in those videos. So we try to vary it up so it won't be boring to learn. So yeah, we try to give a little bit of variety. So that's one way you can start. Or you can start your own. I think we also have some resources you can use, which are
Yes.
open and free. So you can do it on your own time if you can't do it with us together.
Yes. And basically what I did now, because I see that your skirt, the beautiful design, you did it very nicely, very appealed, etc. I like it, but the skirt move a little bit too little, basically. And I did some examples of the drawings that you could do for the poses, right, of the skirt, for example. Because this is like almost nothing. There is also not overlaps. There is no overshoots. It doesn't feel like it's fabric. So that's why. Okay, let's check your. It's a leather again. If it's a leather, it doesn't mean that it's not gonna move, or if it's gonna move, it still has this like overlaps a little bit, but it has and overshoots and slowing downs. You have not, you have none of them. No slowing downs, no overlaps, no overshoots. At least something could be used here, but you have nothing from it. So please work a little bit more harder on this to develop this feelings. Yeah, this is better, but I don't understand how it's happening here. Why this scarf get blocked in this position? It feels that someone or she, I think it's a girl, she just put the hand here and blocked the scarf, and it couldn't go like above this hand, couldn't go and overlap. So it feels like that for some reason. But yeah, because here in the beginning it was okay, but here after this strong, you see strong wind, because if it lift the lowest part as high, I think it could lift a little bit also this one, but it's okay. But going down, you have to make slowing down, Yeah, it could be a little slower, just slower. With for example, I will imitate this curve with my hand, right? So for example, if the wind just go like this, you see, I have this overlap, and here in the highest position, I have lower, I mean, I have slower movement. So like, and then it's going down and then goes and touch the surface and slowing down, like with this overshoot. Overshoot is this. Sorry that I'm showing you animation literally on my fingers,
But that's better to
but
show than to explain in
it's
words.
easier to draw it because it's basically like so guys do like this, like it's like basically
Also, a
I'm
good animator is a good actor. So they have to
exactly
know how to do
exactly
all of the little things to imagine them. So
exactly. Who knows? Maybe in 10 years with this exercise you will get an Oscar. Who knows? Um,
exactly.
yeah, but in the end, this last thing I just don't understand. I don't believe in it. I already explained why. With basically because it feels like blocked in some here in some reason. Okay, let's see the wool. Oh, this is the best. This is it has everything that I mentioned before. If you were starting from the like it is in the folder, like you started with the leather, so it was like you started then the silk, it's a little bit better, but wool just, oh my God, this is like
It's
masterpiece.
on
Like you
purpose. It was
basically
it's part of a presentation.
exactly. I start here, like look how I was in the beginning, and now look where I am. I think so, yeah, because this is like amazing. This is like it has everything. Look, desynchronization, bam. Then slowing down, cool. Yeah, you see different directions. This goes here, this goes here. Amazing. Then here again, desynchronization. This goes faster, this goes later. Then here again, oh my God, this is so good. And then slowing down. Ah, so nice to see. Only for that, I would shake your hand, just like respect. Good job. All right, I think that's it. We're done for today.
Well, that was an amazing note to finish it off.
Thank you.
That
Thank
was
you, Stella,
perfect.
for this amazing ending.
Yeah, exactly. This was perfect. We have one more question. Will there be more workshop assignments like this in the future? Yes, they will be
Yes.
revealed in time, but I think if you go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll probably be the first one to know, actually, because I think the earliest notifications we have is actually in here. So you would be the first to know. But yeah, definitely. They will be about animation, about visual development. There will be places where we have to prepare an assignment like you did the last two times. And in other places, you would actually have to submit something, but it would be on a much more kind of broad and open topic. And you can probably bring something very close to your heart. I'm not going to reveal what that is, but while we still have here some people, I'm just going to like drop a little sneak peek. But overall, thank you so much. Yes, you want to add something
Also,
to
if
that?
you want, yes, also if you want more of practice on our website, there is a free lectures that you can
Mm-hmm.
download and do exercise
Mm-hmm.
like it says.
Exactly. I think I even had like a conversation like this on Discord recently about trying we have the free courses, and I love the jumping cup one because it has two levels of difficulty. One that's more simpler, just to try it out to see how you fare with an assignment like that, and another one which also implements like 3D perspectives, which is something more kind of a higher grade. You can try challenging yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
And if it's something you realize you like doing, like it was fun doing the free lesson, then you should definitely check out the courses down below. Even if you're new, only starting to do animation, or you've already been animating for quite some time and you want to just improve the skills you already have, you can see our courses. They're starting in October, so it's pretty soon. You just have enough time to kind of weigh all of the pros and cons, but there's probably going to be a lot more pros, and join our courses. We'd be happy to see you in the classes because basically the feedback sessions are tailored to you and what you feel that your strengths and weaknesses are. So it would be easier for you to understand where you should go next and how to basically improve. I don't think I have much to add, and I don't think we have any more questions. I think we answered everything we needed. Oh, the only one I see is from Ayat, is about, can you recommend some books that could improve our animation skills? Maybe you have a couple of favorite books you can name on top of your head.
No, not really. I didn't read
Fair enough.
any of them. So yeah, only practice.
Fair enough. Only practice. Practice always
Yeah.
makes improvement.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's your answer. Instead of reading, you can go draw a little. That would be a good option. Yeah, so thank you for being here on the stream today. I had fun. It was really cool seeing all of the works and how differently you went about the assignments. Even though the assignment was pretty strict, everyone still had this level of creativity put into it, whether it was the clothes
Yeah,
or
it
the
was very unique
poses.
approach. Very unique approach.
Yeah, we loved it. So it was very, very cool. And again, thank you, Edward, for coming in here today. It was very fun listening to you, giving the feedback and hope. Exactly. We're going to get to see you very soon on the next workshop or a live stream we're going to have here.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, amazing. So now we're going to probably log off. Thank you for being here today. Be on the lookout for the new workshops and streams we're going to have, because they're also going to be very fun and very unique. So without further ado, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for being here with us today. See you next time.
Hello everyone, this is Animation School. My name is Edward Kurchevsky and I'm professional 2D animator based in Paris.
Bobby, would you care for a piece of pie?
I studied animation over 10 years in one of the top schools in the world, and now I'm ready to share my knowledge with you. In the past 4 years of teaching, my students achieved remarkable results and working in studios like Cartoon Saloon, Skiald, studying in schools like L'École de l'Image and CalArts.
I'm not sure what we've got here, Charlie. But if we've got what I think we've got something.
Our goal is to prepare qualified professionals in a short amount of time during our intense course. We are here to also create a bridge between you and studios and help you find your first professional position in industry. Online studying became one of the most important parts in worldwide education system, and I am pretty sure with us you will achieve great results. Good luck!
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Let me explain. No, there is too much. Let me sum up.
We came here to play basketball just like you guys.
You know what I'm thinking? 'Cause I have a guess.
Oh, a bunny. You know, the last known case of a bunny attack was, well, never.
What kind of stupid questions that? Still a deep. What else am I going to be? An aardvark?
Thank you.